capping weeks of uncertainty. The fate of the fragile Congress-Janata Dal Secular government in Karnataka could be decided today with a trust vote in the Assembly, while the Chief Minister HD Kumaraswamy has appealed to the rebels to return and, as he puts it, expose the BJP. The defiant legislators have ruled out attending the session. The Karnataka BJP chief, Mr. BS Yeddyurappa, yesterday exuded confidence that Monday will be the last day of the Kumaraswamy government, and he said that the Chief Minister was just trying to buy time. The coalition received some minor relief, though, when the Bahujan Samaj Party chief, Mayawati, directed her party's lone legislator in Karnataka, N Mahesh, to vote in favour of the trust vote. Meanwhile, lots of eyes also on the Supreme Court. Remember, HD Kumaraswamy and the Congress had moved the Supreme Court on Friday, accusing the governor of interfering with the Assembly proceedings when the debate on the trust vote was underway, and sought a clarification on its July 17th order, which they said stopped them from issuing a whip to the legislators. Meanwhile, that's not all. Now, two independent MLAs from Karnataka have moved the Supreme Court, seeking a direction to the Chief Minister to conclude the trust vote by 5 p.m. today, with no voting on the confidence motion, despite two deadlines. On Friday, set by the Governor, Vajubhai Vala, two independent legislators now, R. Shankar and H. Nagesh, who withdrew support to the Congress-JDS government, they've now moved the Supreme Court, asking it to order a floor test. And like I mentioned, the Bahujan Samaj Party chief, Mayawati, has now asked her lone lawmaker in Karnataka to support the ruling Congress-Janata Dal government as it heads in for that trust vote today, set to cap that rebellion by more than a dozen legislators. She made that announcement in Hindi on Twitter hours after the BSP legislator said he'd been asked to abstain by the High Command. Remember, the BSP had contested last year's state elections in alliance with the JDS coalition. The Karnataka's Congress-Janata Dal Secular coalition won a two-day breather on Friday as the Assembly was adjourned, despite Governor Vajubhai Vala asking for a trust vote. And let's go across to Maya Sharma. So, Maya, perhaps some respite this one MLA from the BSP. Does it really help in any way? What does it mean? But Maya, I think the big question we all want to know, and we're hoping you can answer, is that are we actually going to see that trust vote today? Before adjourning the House on Friday, the Speaker finally managed to extract a commitment from the coalition that this vote, this motion of confidence, will actually take place or reach a finality on Monday. Or are we expecting, is there any chance that this can be prolonged further?
The way things are going, I think there's no absolutely 100% clarity that it will happen today. It is expected to happen today because, of course, the governor had written 3 times saying, have it on Thursday, then he said, have it by 1:30 on Friday, then he said, have it by end of day on Friday. And the BJP was determined to have it on Friday. They said, we'll wait until midnight. Yeddyurappa saying, until midnight on Friday, we're going to sit here quietly and wait for the trust vote to happen. And to put him off, the coalition did say, we'll have the vote on Monday. We will have it on Monday. So that's where we stand right now, that the vote is going to be held today. No timing, though, and today does go on till midnight, so it may be a long wait. And the coalition says it does have a lot to say on the floor of the House. HD Ravana on Friday said, I just need 2 hours to answer charges against me. So there is likely to be a lot more speech-making on the floor of the House, but we are indeed expecting that sometime today that trust vote will actually happen. Yes, Mayawati had actually campaigned along with Kumaraswamy and HD Ravana during the run-up to the Assembly election last year. So it was a bit of a surprise when the BSP MLA first said that he would be abstaining from the vote, but later, of course, Mayawati, the boss, tweeting that he would be supporting the coalition. That is, of course, comforting, but really in terms of numbers, it's not going to make much difference. The coalition just does not have the numbers it takes to win any kind of trust vote after the departure of at least 15, in fact 16 Congress MLAs, if you include the MLA who sort of escaped from the resort where Congress MLAs were staying and landed up in Mumbai. So without those 16 MLAs, even with support of that sole BSP N Mahesh, they're not going to make it. The BJP has 105 with the support of 2 MLAs, making it 107. The coalition is hovering at around 100 MLAs altogether. And with the halfway mark coming down to about 105, the coalition does seem to be some way away. They all still sound confident. We don't know whether they're going to be able to pull something out. But Kumaraswamy the Chief Minister, did issue a strong statement yesterday saying, I'm not here for power. I'm not here to hold on to office, criticizing the BJP for what he said were concerted attempts to bring down his government.